Okay guys, we're in the drag van and once again we're heading to the junkyard. Today's agenda is to stay warm. It is freaking cold. Woo! My breath's frosting like crazy. Anyway, oh crap, I don't want to run into this semi-truck. He's probably yelling at me. Anyway, today's agenda is to try and retrieve those GT40 heads off that 96 Explorer. The 96s and early 97s, they don't show up a whole lot, so the GT40s are kind of scarce. P heads, you just about can't throw a rock without hitting a set nowadays, but the 40s are a little bit harder to find, so we're going to go ahead and get those today, or try to, and I'm doing this for you. It's freaking cold, man. I don't like cold weather. So anyway, I gotta go. We'll be back in the junkyard and I'll run through it real quick, or try to. All right guys, we're out. Okay guys, we're out here at the yard, at the Explorer, the 96, got the GT40s on it, and I'm gonna run through a few things real quick. I know a lot of people probably know this or whatever. This is gonna be a little harder to get. It's been hitting the front, which has pushed the radiator back. So that's gonna work. It makes it just a little bit harder. We got to get it. Everything's tweaked up. We got to get it out. Try and get all that out, and so we can get to the accessory bolts. The other thing that you want to hope for, and a lot of times they already have. They already cut the exhaust off of it, as far as the pipes coming back from the manifolds. On this particular truck, they've been cut already, so that makes it easier to pull the headers out once you get done. The other thing is taking the heater AC stuff out is obviously, you basically got to do that. It's not very hard. There's 3 bolts. I believe it's 3 on the inside. I've done 7 or 8 of these things, so you think I'd know by now. And then a few bolts out here, and then this whole assembly comes out, which frees up a ton of room, plus all this stuff. It's just time consuming. So I gotta get to work. I'll take a few videos here and there, just kind of showing the progress that we've made. All right. Well guys, we've been at it for about an hour, and now the hard work begins. Now the hard stuff begins. Getting the radiator and stuff out is going to be a little bit of a bear, but it's got to come out so we can get the front accessories off. So anyway, I get back to work. It's cold, and it's getting close to lunchtime, but we got work to do. Sorry for the wind noise. I'm sure it'll show up because it's windy and freezing cold. So anyway, all right, I get back to work, guys. Well guys, I just spent the last hour getting my ass totally and thoroughly kicked, but we did get the radiator out. That was a total nightmare. I had to take the fan loose. It was all hung up in the freaking radiator, and then basically we had to hammer our pry bar into it and wedge it out piece by piece. Oh my god. Whew. But we got it out. So now we get to the accessories, and start getting these heads off. So first thing I'm gonna do is go get some lunch, and what that probably means is I go eat and I come back and someone's taking the heads off, but I don't think so. It's pretty cold today, and it's keeping the crowd pretty low, so I'm hungry. So I think I've earned a Whataburger or something. So let me go eat and we'll come back and finish this thing off, hopefully. All right, we're out guys. All right guys, we took a little lunch break because we was hungry, and now we're back out here at the yard, and we are making some progress. It took us, like I say, an hour to get that radiator out. What a pain. Anyway, we're fixing to break the head bolts loose. I was a quick thing. Most people, I guess you guys probably know this or whatever, but you know, grabbing extra stuff doesn't hurt. Spider, the little bolts, the rails for the rockers, the dog bones, some extra push rods. Never hurts to have extra stuff laying around, because when you lose one, or a buddy, like I said before, on anything, just get as much as you can. Intake bolts, all that kind of stuff. Just put it in your magic bolt bucket, and it'll pay itself. It'll pay dividends whenever you really need the stuff. So anyway, let me get these head bolts loose. Let me pop this head off, and that'll be like 15 horsepower right there. Well, probably 12 and a half, because what are they, 25 for both or something like that? Well, who knows, but anyway, it's gonna make our car really fast. Well, one down, one to go, so we're making progress. At the very least, if we don't end up getting the other one all the way off today, we'll just somebody maybe won't take it. So anyway, but we're going to get it because we're dedicated. So All right, guys, I get back to work before the sun starts going down, and I'm stuck out here freezing to death. All right, gotta go. Bye. Bang! All the head bolts are out. We're about ready to free up this last head, or the second head, I should say, not the last. But we weren't able to get both of them the other day. We got the one, and we were down to 2 bolts. I forgot they closed early on Saturdays. It's my own boneheaded mistake, but actually it's fortuitous for us because we found a couple of our 19-pound injectors had cracked pinholes. They were broken, so we were able to procure the ones from the Explorer. So we got the 19s from it. So let's get this head popped off. Let's get up there and let's give them our 42 hard-earned dollars. Get this stuff back to the shop so we can start planning out our attack on the 8th mile. All right, guys, we'll be back. Well, on our way out, here's another one. It's a 98 P heads. Nobody wants those, but intake, upper, lower, heads are still here. So, like I say, these things, eventually they're going to dry up, but seems like right now there's always 1 or 2 of them showing up every couple weeks. So anyway, nobody wants the P heads. I've got a couple sets myself, but anyway, they're out there, guys. Budget junk. All right, go out there and go get it. Go get greasy. Well, here we are. We're at the end of our junkyard GT40 saga. We've made it safely home with our prizes. We've also got some injectors. We'll clean them up a little bit. One little side note that was very nice for me was that none of the intake bolts, typically on the front, on the water ports, they typically want to snap off. You got to be real delicate with them, and they were both a little hard, but tapped them, just gave them a few taps with the hammer, and they popped right out. So at least for me, that was a welcome change, because I'm probably batting about 500 on breaking one of those bolts, no matter what I do with it. So anyway, the other thing that was pretty nice, they're a little dirty right this second, so to speak, was that the plugs look almost brand new on this thing. It's got a set of pt.5 NGK-Rs, so, you know, that's, you know, $20 savings or so, not having to buy plugs. And since I found another set of plugs that I had for the stock heads, I just saved myself a little bit of money. So good job for me, or on me, or to me, whatever. So anyway, all right, we got to start getting some stuff bolted on the car, not heads and things like that, but things are getting kind of crowded in here. So we got to get to work. We're going to get our injectors in. We're going to do our oil change, get all our tune-up stuff on, and get a few things moved off the counter here. We're getting kind of messy. Also, we also got all the dog bones, the spider tray, all the push rods. I even brought all the head bolts home, just whatever, never know. Like I say, the magic bolt button, meh, sorry about that. The magic bolt bucket, it's always hungry and always looking for new things. So, all right, guys, well, I gotta get to work. You guys should be out working on your project cars and not watching these stupid videos. All right, we're out.